Oh boy, oh boy.
Well, I would say one hand on the trophy.
Almost. But again, look, Pakistan's bowling can make it a bit of a match.
There's just one difference, though. England's batting won't probably let that happen.
Maybe.
One thing, and I really have to criticize the Pakistani batsmen here, absolute lack of intent after the ball stopped moving. And to be fair, the English bowlers did bowl tight lines, no two ways, but I'm sorry, 47 dot balls in a final.
That
Unacceptable.
too, imagine you've almost played eight
overs,
maidens.
Eight maidens, correct. So 47 dot balls is madness. How?
Sums up the dominance of the England bowling led
Yeah.
by Sam Curran. 3
Oh,
for 12.
3 for 12.
And
in a final.
We have seen Indian bowlers leak 20 runs, 19 runs in an
19
over.
runs. That was the norm coming into the World
Yeah,
Cup.
yeah.
This guy leaked just 4 runs.
Also, so
So
Sam Curran.
apart from, I think, his third over against India, where Hardik Pandya really took him to the cleaners, that was the only over, I think, in the entire tournament that I got him.
But that was
we saw him
because
getting smacked.
the Adelaide wicket was absolutely true.
That's what I'm saying. Apart from that one over, he's been sensational all through the
In
tournament.
fact, you're talking about sensational. He's taken 9 wickets in the death through the T20 World Cup. There's only been one bowler who's taken more innings and more wickets in that particular phase, Baz Delete.
Baz
Took 11.
Delete, yep.
But don't forget, he also had 3 more matches
Then-
and was mostly playing Associate Nations.
But now Sam Curran has got the most wickets by an England bowler in a T20 World Cup edition.
Is he also the leading wicket taker now in the tournament? We'll have to
13
check.
wickets.
No, 15 was someone else.
He's got 13.
No.
He bet the
If he-
previous record
if
of
he
Ryan
were to-
Sidebottom.
One
Vanindu.
There
But
we
again, Vanindu played
More games.
of
yes.
course, but still.
But for me, the game changer was Adil Rashid.
Oh, fear
yes.
the beard,
Wow.
my God.
Again, you saw that. Again, I must say here, since we are dissecting this wonderful bowling performance by England, what meticulous planning.
Ne?
Plans in place, and we've seen it. It's a masterclass from the entire unit, I would say. Yes, of course, very well marshaled and very well.
If you have to look at it, see, the planning and meticulous nature of the England team is not overnight.
Yeah.
If you have to look at it, when Sachin Tendulkar had come to England in 2011 in the quest for that 100th 100, how could you stop him? England hired a mathematician to calculate what are the probable areas and where you have to bowl to him so that he could be vulnerable. They worked on it for a month and see what happened. Tendulkar did not get his 100th 100 in England.
Yeah.
See, that is the levels of planning. Man-to-man planning when they were number 1 in tests, they were sublime.
Yeah.
After that, teams adapted, and as I said, it then changed the entire perspective. But England, look at the homework that they did for the England player, for the Indian players.
Yeah.
Josh Butler gave that out in that presser that he had
Not
with.
press, it was an interaction.
Interaction. Yes.
But Pakistan struggled to get going. The sheer discipline of the England bowlers.
Actually, if you look at it, besides Shan Masood and Shadab,
Yep.
no one really batted at a decent clip.
Yep.
No one did. That's a fact.
142.
There's just Shan Masood who operated at a strike rate of 135
And Shadab at
and
142.
Shadab 142.
Yep.
But again, underwhelming performance with the bat from Pakistan. Big job at hand now for the bowlers. Babar will expect a little too much from his
8
bowlers
boundaries and 2 sixes. That's it. 10.
Yeah.
And that is the control that England had. Because look, Adil Rashid straight, some spin. and he
Despite,
got
I
rid
would
of
say,
Babar Azam.
despite that early momentum of sorts that Pakistan had, remember they were wicketless. England were wicketless for the first few overs. After which, then you saw, Livingston getting tongue for about 13 or 12, I think, in his first over. So they had some momentum going, but then England really pulled things back.
Also, just a quick note that Adil Rashid coming into this tournament wasn't in the best of form. There were a few question marks over his place, whether he should be England's lead spinner. His captain stuck with him and he's rewarded him with 3 match-winning performances.
And he won that key battle against Babar today.
Yep. And I really wish we had done the
And
same for our leg spinner.
more importantly, he was the one that ensured India didn't get to 190-200 by dismissing Suryakumar Yadav.
Exactly, that key wicket. And even today, look at the wickets he's gotten. Harris.
If the
he
card
got
couldn't read him at
power.
all. Iftikhar couldn't read him the previous over in his over. The subsequent over he faces Ben Stokes and he's gone.
The pressure, absolute
Yes, the
pressure.
And to be fair, a very good ball from Ben Stokes. Late just jumped up.
Like we were talking the other day, and he's, by the way, one of the more economical bowlers that they, I think the
Yeah,
third most
Adil Rashid,
economical
yes.
bowler that they have.
So you have two bowlers in this England cricket team who are masters in building the pressure and know how to adjust the line and lengths brilliantly. Sam Curran and Adil Rashid.
And don't forget redemption for a certain Chris Jordan.
Chris Jordan,
He got hammered around the ground against India, and you can just say in hindsight, he was probably just rushed. It was his first game in the tournament.
Yes.
Coming in to bowl 2 overs at the death, 3 overs if I'm not wrong, at the death.
And he
Your
practiced
first
real
game.
hard. I think Nikhil was telling us yesterday he
Let's
practiced
go down a
really
bit
hard.
in the scorecard here. What is
So,
the...
yes, he was
Yeah,
bowling in
just
full
scroll down,
tilt.
scroll
In fact, he was
down.
bowling in full tilt before the toss as
So
well.
Chris Jordan, if you had to look at it, 4 overs, 2 for 27.
6.8 economy.
Yep.
Wow.
But Sam Curran, 4-0-12-3. Adil
of the
Rashid
bowlers.
with a wicket maiden, 2 for 22. When you look back at it in the game against India, 1 for 20 in 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in just 8 overs, 3 wickets for 42 runs. This you would give an arm and a limb for in a ODI. But
Yeah.
here in a T20I,
It's gold dust.
it's gold dust. And the only over that went for runs which threatened to swing the momentum to Pakistan
Was that Livingston?
Livingston over. When
Yes,
Shan
16
Masood,
runs.
When
Not
Shan
12,
Masood hit
16.
a 87 meter 6. 87 meter 6 over long on.
But see the advantage of having multiple bowling options. Again, I may point out, Moeen Ali didn't bowl a ball today.
Exactly.
And Vokes didn't complete his spell.
Exactly,
Yes.
3 overs.
Again, Vokes, I think first couple of overs he did give away some runs, but third over he bowled a
and to be
cover
fair, he
over.
never bowls with the death.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I thought instead of Liam Livingston, you could have given one over to Moeen Ali, a left-hander, maybe an off spinner.
that's what I was
The
thinking.
entire tournament he's just bowled 2 overs.
2 overs.
Exactly. But you don't
But
need
look
more
at
the bowler.
options. Look at the luxury Joss Butler has over here.
Exactly.
Again, credit to him, credit to the committee, the team committee over there.
And
for giving for prepping so many players, telling each and every player what their role is going to be, and look at the luxury that the
I had
captain
said
has.
this, if you may not remember, I had said this. If England do well in Australia prior to a major event, they do well in that major event.
And they won the T20I series.
They finally won a T20 series in Australia after so many years of trying. They had won ODIs before, ODI series, but test matches they had won 2010-11 Ashes. They won after 24 years. They did sufficiently well in subsequent T20Is. No, they didn't do well in the ODI series, but whenever they have done well, 4-1 when they won the ODI series in 2018-19, see how that transformed them in the
helped
19 World Cup.
Yeah.
There is something about Australia by which you do well.
Anand, can we have a look at the comments as well?
Yeah, there'd be a few interesting ones. I'm
Yeah. There is a slight hint of a drizzle that's been
Yeah, but
said,
I think they've come back
see,
out.
the ICC have made it very clear that even if it's a very slight drizzle, they are not coming off. Because the priority for the ICC is to get a game in.
To get a result.
Now, supposing if England have played 10 overs today, and if rain doesn't allow, will there be a reserve day? No. Because you have already played out a full game.
All right, we'll just take, I think, Akshay's comment.
Can we scroll in,
Yeah.
like zoom
Scroll
in
up.
slightly? I can't really
Yeah.
read.
Akshay there said, I think, of whatever
Aditya
little.
Kavlekar, you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he made a point about imagine a Mark Wood and Jofra Archer in this bowling lineup. You know what this attack would look like.
Okay, you're
Akash
bowling.
Bharadwaj, you mean?
Yeah, Akash Bharadwaj. Yeah,
Akash Bharadwaj.
But today, I mean, imagine Archer and Wood. Your average speed will be about 93 miles per hour.
Exactly.
Wood in that match against Afghanistan didn't bowl a single delivery below 90 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Sustained 24 ball spell. It is the fastest.
That's roughly
in
about
history.
145 Ks, would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't bowl a single ball below that.
And you know the advantage that England are now going to have no scoreboard pressure.
Yes.
138 is not a big
Also,
target.
Reece Topley. Imagine they also
yes.
have Reece Topley in
Yes.
their
They
ranks.
have David Willey on the bench.
Yes.
See, consider if you have got a very long-term vision, okay? 2023 ODI World Cup in India. Adil Rashid on those wickets.
Oh,
Madness. I
And
don't want
Moeen
to think
Ali.
about it.
Moeen
I don't
Ali.
want to think about it.
He'll definitely be bowling.
And
in those,
Sam
in those
Curran with
conditions,
those
definitely.
cutters.
Yeah, with his slow bouncer cutters, yes.
Very tough proposition.
Also, if Butler and Hales can get off to a similar start, like what they did against India and then
India.
even Sri Lanka, I think we can come down here by the 10th over. Then after that,
Well, see, imagine they'll be waiting, okay, for 1.5 hours you'll be waiting because you don't want to ensure that it's called off prematurely or anything.
Yeah.
After 10 overs, if England have batted 10 overs and they're ahead or behind on the DLS, no.
Okay. Lots of comments there about, who the man of the series would be, man of the tournament.
Yeah, I think.
By the way, I think that there's a list that's been released by the ICC. They've put together 9 players, I think. in that
There
list.
we go, starting with the boundary.
And just the boss gets
Not
going.
quite a boundary, I think he'll
maybe
get
3
3.
runs, or maybe they may run 4.
No, they'll run 3.
Oh, they'll run 3, yeah. Shaheen floating on the pads, but remember, Shaheen, when he floated on the off stump in the first ball, Finn Allen drove him down the ground.
Yeah.
But after that, he was dismissed. Maybe
Yes.
something similar could happen, but see, who will be the man of the series? My picks are Shadab Khan or Sam Curran, which team is Aditya Kavlekar. Man of the series.
I think we should.
See, my player of the match, if England win, are already it's guaranteed. It's
Has to
Adil
be
Rashid.
Adil Rashid.
Adil Rashid.
Yes.
Yeah.
But player of the tournament, that'll be interesting.
There are 9 names. There are 9 names.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, suppose if Butler stays unbeaten and guides them to the win,
Is Alex Hales in that list?
gotta check.
I think he must be. Again, he's England's highest run scorer as well. That's why. If Joss is there, yeah, you do.
I would
expect him
go
to
for
be there as
Joss if I have to look at it. If he guides them home.
He's been consistently good for them. Like, he hasn't been the standout batsman, but he's always been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been playing those important knocks.
Exactly. So, in retrospect, if I have to look at it, England hold all the aces. 1 over will be up.
well. I will say, as I said earlier as well, I think
Pradeep
one
Srivalsan,
hand on the trophy for them.
England winning this in 14 overs.
I
Bold move.
would not be surprised if it does happen.
Yeah.
Remember, they beat India in what, 16 overs?
16
overs in a chase of 170.
Yes.
Wow. There is so much to envy in this England team at this point.
But the thing you have to also give them full credit for is that they've known what plan they have.
Yeah.
They've stuck to that plan and now they're reaping the rewards. Their white ball system is quite frankly frighteningly full of talent.
Yes. And see, there are questions over the county system. But that is related to first class and test cricket.
Yeah.
But if you look at the white ball system in England, it's robust.
Yes.
It's very well. It's producing a lot of talent.
You've got the Royal London One Day Cup, which is at a very specific
And let's
interval.
not forget Sam Curran didn't play the IPL. He said because he wanted to play the county.
No, why is that? Why is the Royal London Cup not been given its due? Oh, what a ball. What a ball from
Now, Shaheen, that's not out.
Shaheen.
Because
Shaheen.
the ODI, the one day tournament is held around August, September, where the pitches are flat. So that is how England have honed up to their skill of big hitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now you also have the 100. You also have the Vitality Blast.
Exactly.
T20.
The Vitality T20 Blast. Yeah.
It's robust. We all think IPL and Vijay Hazare might be a duel for India. It did well for them in that 2011 to 15 period. But now England are reaping that benefits as well. So you are saying Virat Kohli?
I don't know.
I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think you'd pick
Okay,
a man
so just to tell you who all are in contention on the nominees: Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav from India. You got Shadab Khan playing this match. There's Shaheen also, who's made it to the list. Then you have Sam Curran, Joss Butler, Alex Hales. So 3 English players. Then you got Sikandar Raza, and the last player on the list is Vanindu Hasaranga.
Sam Curran for me.
Look, if it's like this, I think Virat Kohli is getting it then.
Sam Curran.
I
The
have
most consistent English player. English player.
Yep.
I mean bowler, a player.
Yeah.
No, none of the batsman has been as consistent.
I think he didn't get to
I
bat.
think Joss
right?
Butler.
He didn't get to bat, that's the thing.
I think Joss Butler.
Sam Curran.
Oh, he's gone!
ball.
Shaheen! Oh man, Shaheen!
Alex
What
Hales
a
is
wicket
gone.
And he's got the big one.
of Alex Hales.
Alex
Yes.
Hales. So we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Game on.
Game very much on, but
Yes.
again, you remember, no scoreboard pressure. They'll need at least 4 wickets to really put them in trouble.
But a ripper.
Well, at least
a ripper from
Pakistan-
Shaheen. A ripper.
what a-
Oh, cut back in. Very similar to the KL Rahul dismissal.
Yeah, that's what I was
this one was
thinking.
quick.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Very, very quick.
Another
Again,
celebration.
Shaheen, as we've been talking about him, what a comeback he's made. Yes, he needed those 2-3 games.
But yeah,
He's
after
rusty
that, he's
injury.
Yep.
Yes, he's found his rhythm.
So
Yes.
suddenly out of nowhere, this match looks alive.
Yes.
fact, another couple of wickets here. Again, difficult to get those wickets, but again, it's the middle
But I
order
think
now.
England-
It's that middle order that gets tested
That
now.
untested middle
I
order.
think England will not go the slam bang approach.
They don't
now.
have to because they need 138
There is no
runs.
over pressure.
There is rain pressure.
There is.
There is rain pressure.
But have you seen any drizzle yet?
They did say that there's a slight drizzle, but it's not threatening enough.
But the rain predictions come down, right? From an
Yep.
80%, it's come down to 40. I
And
believe.
remember, 10 overs, if you're behind, you don't want to be behind in the DLS.
Yes. Yes.
And remember, if 10 overs are up, there is no reserve day.
Because you have a result then.
You have a full match.
You have a result then.
So if rain has to come, it has to come now.
Yes.
Early in the match.
Yes.
If you're an England fan.
Pile on the runs. Because then you'll have DLS and
more wickets you lose, the further you go behind in the DLS.
DLS.
So,
Oh, they've sent Phil
Phil
Salt.
Salt. Well, they should have sent Harry Brook, but
No, I think they don't want. I think they're going slightly on the what do you call?
yeah.
Yeah.
Akash Bharadwaj, is England the new Australia of white ball cricket?
If they win this, then I could
too
say
early.
too early to say. But again,
Again,
2019
because
World
that
Cup,
was
2022 World Cup,
Sustained excellence, so to say.
But what
and
if
3 straight World Cups.
But what if England don't win this?
Then hard to call. Hard to call.
Hard to call.
But
Very
much
similar
there.
to the KL Rahul dismissal in
talking.
Dubai.
This is a subject. This is a subject worth.
Shaheen got the ball to dart back in at pace, and Hales tried to whip it to the onside, but same like KL Rahul,
Again,
beaten for pace,
just too
wham,
fast.
Wham.
And yes, the Pakistan players are all pumped.
they've
they
got-
believe.
At least
they're
they've done
in it.
better than India. Take a wicket against England, at least.
Yeah, so even if this
what
match
a
is going
shot.
to get
What a
over
shot from Butler.
in a space of 14-15 overs, Pakistan will at least be saying that yes, we managed to take a wicket or two.
Hales is a different proposition. He might be vulnerable, but Butler's game is total in the T20 game.
And Butler, to be fair, doesn't mind actually batting a little slow because he knows he can make up for it later on.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
So
In
let's
that India
see
game
what
as well,
happens.
In that India game as well, it was Alex Hales who was actually the aggressor.
Yes, he only
but
started
then
hitting
once
later
he
on.
got his eye in,
Oh, he was
and
hitting
once
them
they
for
were very
fun.
close to him, like, he was.
So
He was having
will
a field day.
rain force the game into the reserve day? Will England chase 138 and become two-time T20 champions, second team after the West Indies? Or can Pakistan do the Kudrat ka Nizam and get
And do the
1992?
Oh,
And yet
And
another beautiful
sensational
shot
cover
from
drive.
oh, Josh Butler. Oh my God. What a player. this
I've
is.
I've had the privilege of
He's been a
interacting.
treat to watch. What a brilliant IPL he had.
Well, I've had the privilege of interacting with Josh the boss, and let me tell you, gem of a guy.
Very soft
Very-
spoken.
Very soft
very
spoken,
clear.
yes, very gentle.
Genius mind, and I can never forget the one quote that he gave me, which I will always remember. You should never be arrogant to play in all three formats because a player has got a very limited shelf life. He must, and looks like it's drizzling. The drizzle seems to have gotten a bit harder.
But I think they're still
I
playing
think
on.
they're still playing on.
Maybe that's not making it easier.
But
for
no
the
umbrellas
bowlers.
out yet, right? Nothing in the crowds.
Yep, and
no,
outside, they
edge.
only got third man.
No second slip though.
Yes. So, Josh the boss seems to have done a good start, but yeah, there's nothing yet.
Strike rate of nearly 200.
Yes, nearly 200 and 9 runs already. Naseem probably feeling the pressure, but he's got the right idea, bowling it full.
Yeah, he's got the right idea.
Bowling it
And he's
full.
getting some swing.
Yes, and that too with his pace, 145. He also touches 145. It'll be a good contest.
Oh, for sure,
It
for
will
sure.
not be easy for England, but yeah, England do have the edge over Pakistan because they know how to maintain the aggression and win the clutch moments.
And perhaps more importantly, really not that much scorecard pressure.
Yeah.
Yes.
138 is not scorecard pressure.
Yep.
It's not.
Yep.
Yeah, and they've already scored what? 20 of those already?
No, they have got 16.
16.
Yes. So Shaheen, great comeback from him, and one hopes that inside edge from Phil
Might just be a
Salt.
four.
Aye.
Phil
Inside?
Salt. Yeah, got an inside edge. Bad start from Naseem, 13 runs in the over.
Although you can be unlucky for at least one of those, but yeah.
Two of them on that edge. If there was second slip,
Second slip,
straight
he was
down
gone.
the
No,
throat.
yes.
So England, kind of, you may say, a white hot start
Ooh, look at that seam. Oh, so wobbly.
Between the legs.
between the legs.
Between the legs, yes.
You have to feel for him a little
You have to feel
bit.
for
course,
Naseem.
of course,
I mean,
of
he is bowling his heart
But
out.
if he can get one in, You know, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar has exposed Joss Butler. I'm sure the Pakistan bowlers have that in mind as
Yep.
well. So if he can get one to swing in, you never know.
Yeah, while India and Pakistan are busy about repeating past, where Joss and team are living in the Pearl, although they had wanted Pak to have any chance, they need 3 wickets minimum. Yes, Varun Parvatneni, absolutely bang on. Piyush Nandre, England really improved white ball after they eliminated early. Yes.
That was their aim, and you know, full credit. It's one thing having an aim; it's quite the other doing it as emphatically as they have.
Yep. And remember, the guy who's heading the England cricket team at this point in time, Matthew Mott,
is also a bit of a revolutionary as a coach. 7 years he spent with the Australian women's team, made them world beaters.
We've seen some coaches, whichever team they go
Yeah.
they transform and become world beaters. For example, in football, who's the guy? Carlo Ancelotti?
He's won leagues in all of 5 Europe tops leagues.
Yeah.
Yep, and also Champions League. If I'm
He's
not
won
wrong.
many Champions Leagues.
Yes.
Won many Champions
Maybe
Leagues.
Matthew Mott is that. Matthew Mott, remember, he was at the helm which made the Australia women's cricket team
As dominant as they did.
Not dominant. One of the greatest teams in the world of sport.
Yeah.
I will stick my neck out.
If we talk about the Chicago Bulls, we talk about the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team. The Australia women's cricket team is
With
right
that
up
levels
there.
of dominant here.
They are right up there as one of the greatest in the world.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. And remember, England have had a lot of heartbreak in the past.
Yeah.
2021 in particular was a year of absolute heartbreak for them. Got knocked out in the semi-finals in the T20 World Cup. Lewis Hamilton was robbed. I will use that word, robbed, of the F1 championship.
Max Verstappen will now boycott you.
Well, but it's true.
It's true.
They had to radically change the rules.
They had to change the rules on the fly to give that title.
And who can forget the Euro loss?
Yes.
Italy beating England over penalties.
And if we're moving that far, then even Liverpool losing in the Champions League final to Real Madrid. Bad times for them.
There's another appeal going
So
up.
we'll join you at the match end.
But looks like they're going for the review this time.
I think they're burning it.
I think that,
they're
Babar
burning
hasn't taken it.
But on Phil Salt.
Really?
But was it that good of a chance?
I don't think it was. Besides Shaheen, no one looked excited. So I don't know.
But again, you'd want to take your chances. If you
Let's
you want to get a
sign out
sniff in
after
it,
this.
To be fair, they've had 4 unsuccessful reviews while bowling. Not a good record.
Not a good record. How come Karan is so good with 120 or 130 pace when he was about the same struggle to perform?
For one, he's nippy. You have to remember that.
Yes.
He's a little. And second, I don't think he's 125, 130. He's a little quicker than that.
it is slower one from Shaheen. Where's it hit him?
But I think he's
The impact is outside, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Impact is outside. What a nonsensical
it's
review.
missing leg.
Exactly. The
Okay,
impact is
so
outside.
we'll be back at the end to see whether England are the 2-time champions or a Pakistan pulled off a Kudrat Ka Nizam moment. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest updates. We'll join you at the end. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Like always. See you then.
What a horror review from Pakistan.
It's outside.